What's up, mi gente? Alright, so can Khabib Nurmagomedov beat Conor McGregor? I don't know. If you saw Khabib's last fight, you're probably coming into this one with Conor thinking that Conor's just going to walk right through him. Left hand, bomb to the face, general chin area, and that's it. And to be honest, I think that's most likely what's going to happen. And I mean to say that because Conor McGregor is the truth. Or at least in my opinion, he's been telling the truth for a long time. He says he's going to do something. He goes out there, he does it, he imposes his will, and he beats fighters. And even if he doesn't, which has happened, he comes back and he takes care of business. And that one loss against Nate Diaz, like, to be honest, that was a super fight. It was a show for the fans. So to me, he remains undefeated. He's still on the throne. Conor, the notorious Celtic Kingsman of the UFC. I just made that up, but I'm just kidding. So all that said and done, I mean, I think there's something about Khabib that tells me it's not really going to play out that way for Conor this Saturday. And mostly because last time he fought, he won by decision, 5 rounds, which is normally what happens. But normally what we see is like a complete, devastating, unanimous across the board, throw in the towel, we get it, you won type of decision. But that's not what happened in UFC 223 in Brooklyn, where he fought against Al Iaquinta. But that was a replacement fight. He was actually supposed to fight Tony Ferguson, who got pulled out of the card last minute due to like an injury. His knee got messed up or something. So last minute replacement, we have New York fighter Al Iaquinta, part-time real estate agent, and it was nuts. The whole thing was like one of those big drama shows that you hear about. And so we thought the fight was going to be easy. You know, another example of Khabib just mauling and destroying a less prepared fighter all around. But to my surprise, to everyone's really, the fight didn't go that way. Khabib, for some reason, what did he do? He stuck to his fighting, to his striking rather, and he's a ground fighter. He's a wrestler, Dagestani bred killer, but for some reason he wants to like play the boxing game, and it didn't go well at all. It wasn't that good. And not to mention that, but Al Iaquinta, part-time real estate agent, probably stuffed more than a few of Khabib's takedown attempts. It was nuts. Now, I mean, obviously he won, but and you could probably say that like Al didn't really give Khabib such a hard time. But what did happen was that like he showed that Khabib was human, you know, and it was never the case for Khabib in any of his prior fights. They're always terrible, just scary fights. That Barboza fight, super brutal, just a display of what Khabib does to guys. If you Google Barboza Khabib right now, you'll probably get a bunch of pics of like images that just show a deeply haunted Barboza with just a look on his face like he's trapped in the sunken place, desperately trying to wake up. Like it was just terrible. But that's what Khabib does. He's done that to many a fighter. He's the original I smash you boy. But so yeah. But then what gets me thinking is like, what if Khabib meant to do that? Like building up prior to the fight, there was talk about him wanting to prove his striking, because people were always saying that he had no skill, no like stand-up game. And if you look at some of the UFC embedded videos, he's watching Muhammad Ali videos. He's like in a treadmill, headphones in, looking at like these old fights. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's probably like a fake ruse or something just to kind of throw off, you know, the UFC cameras. I would assume most UFC fighters kind of know what they're showing or letting these cameras see. So maybe we'll see something different. Maybe Khabib knew that Al Iaquinta, part-time real estate agent, is not going to give him a problem, so he's going to be able to have fun with them and kind of, you know, enjoy himself and kind of try out some of that stand-up game that he wants to show off. You know, he can show us he's the Dagestani B that he thinks he is. So hopefully something different is going to happen this Saturday. That's even to say if it actually does happen, because that's the one other thing that's got me like thinking, like, what if this fight doesn't even happen? Which, you know, I don't even want to talk about it because it's happened before, and I don't even want to put it out there. So yeah, but this fight's going to be great. The styles alone are just insane. It's going to be insane. And like both men just bring something to the octagon that's just an epic in the making. So I'm really excited. And it's going to be mesmerizing to watch. And it's going to be great. So that's all I got to say on that. It's going to be a good fight. Anyway, all right, that was my little test video number 3. I just want to talk about that. I got a mic, so I'm working with audio stuff. The video stuff is, I don't know, I'm using my old camera again. But anyway, we'll do more. So that's it for me. Enjoy the fights. I'll see you in 8 days. And yeah, that's it. I want Conor to win because it's Conor. But if Khabib wins in Khabib fashion, it's a win-win. I have no problems with that. That's the one thing about this sport. It's like you can't pick sides because it's an individual fight. And whoever wins, and whoever loses still wins something from it. Like you learn something from a loss. It's not like team sports like football or soccer or basketball where there's like teams and like us versus them and everyone dresses a certain way. I mean, there is some of that in MMA. A lot of guys. I mean, Khabib has his own Khabib army, and just the Irish. Oh Jesus, the Irish. I mean, like, there is some of that, but honestly, like, and I hate to say real fans of the sport because that's silly. You know, if you like it, you like it. Period. But I don't care who wins or who loses. It's just to watch these great freaking examples of training and skill and like hard work and all this, and just watching them come up in like previous fights. I remember watching Conor fight, was it Chad Mendes in like 2015, and he bloodied Conor up a little bit. Like there was a little hint of like, oh my God, he might be able to get him, but no, Conor came back and just took him out, and so much so that when, you know, at the end he's like crying on the floor, like because he knew that there was a little bit of. So, all right, I'm rambling. I'm out. Enjoy your week. See you in 8 days. All right, UFC 229. What's up?